What's up, everybody? This is Spike.
This is Drew.
Tricked you.
My best FM voice.
Toys R Us may be going out of business, but we'll still be here for you. Saddle up onto the bar. It's time for 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Get up.
Come on, come on, and enjoy your evening with this crazy half metro duo as they catch up from the last week and the good times from way before. This never a dull moment, so fill your glass, pass the brownies, check your Deadpools, and get ready to dazzle your vajazzle. It's 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
Catch me outside. How about that?
So much I have to remember for this show. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but we'll give it a shot. How are you?
What did you miss, or what?
I haven't missed anything yet, but
Okay.
I'm probably going to.
Okay.
But we'll start off on a sort of a somber note. I just started talking, and Mama upstairs says, "What? We're doing a show down here. What we're doing." So every week we open up this thing with a toast.
Yes.
This week we are going to toast my Aunt Joan, who we buried yesterday.
Oh.
Yep, there's lots of stories to be had there. I'm pouring a flask.
Gotcha.
Made the trip to Des Moines. A little Macallan 12 in there. Maybe a little more than I should have.
Did you take that with you yesterday?
Oh, yeah. That's been to every funeral I've been to in the last 20 years, and there have been many, but here's to my Aunt Joan.
Here's to Aunt Joan.
I got to turn this thing on. Now I got to play this. So much to think about. Oh, we're supposed to toast and say, she's Vili.
Say what?
Which is Serbian. Well, if you look at the show notes, you would know that's Serbian for cheers. Because we have a Serbian audience now.
We do?
We do. We haven't, I don't know that we have a Serbian audience yet, but we do have one of the show ambassadors in Serbia spreading the good news about 805 Live with Spike and Drew.
Okay.
Where I understand one says cheers by saying, or something close to that.
Totally butchering that, I'm sure.
The spelling was a total butchering to start with, so I can't be held responsible. The Reverend Vinny is, even as we speak, that's why we picked him for the opener tonight, in Serbia, spreading the gospel of 805 Live with Spike and Drew to the good people of Serbia, and I suspect we'll have an audience of tens of people before we know it.
You know, I was speaking of Vinny. Oh, gosh. Hang on a second.
I think we made Vinny a reverend, by the way. I don't think that was ever part of his gig, but
speaking of Vinny and Lisa from Omaha, who's also a little junior producer.
You make it sound like Captain 11.
I've thought about saying, you know, we need to get them more involved. I mean, if I don't know, we were talking about doing the editing, we're pulling the curtain back a little bit. Doing the editing, and you know, Lisa's always, she's on Twitter all the time. It's so funny to see some of her stuff, and she's got some good insight.
Smarter than we are too.
Right.
Yeah.
But if they, you know, we may have to have a little meeting of the minds and get them on board, and maybe we'll get this train rolling a little bit more that we'd like to, right? Or more like we'd like to.
More do what we do when we, never mind. Sorry. Do what we do when we do what we do.
Was Yoko distracting you?
A little bit, yeah.
God darn it.
Gosh darn it. Good thing she was off camera, right? Wow, so much to talk about. And there's a lot of news to talk about. Vinny's intro reminded me of one that I forgot to even talk about. Did you see where, and I'll butcher her name, but the Cash Me Outside girl got signed to a recording contract? Well, you picked a good time to freeze up.
She got signed to a recording contract?
She did. She's signed to a recording contract doing some kind of rap crap. And I watched probably 12 seconds of it, and it is painful beyond painful. But you got to do it. You got to watch it just so you can experience it. Oh my God, it's oh, God, just makes me shudder.
Okay. I guess Cash Me Outside Girl's got a little 5 seconds fame going.
Yep, her 15 minutes are apparently not up.
Right. But I know what we should get to is we should get to the 805 Live with Spike and Drew Pigskin Pick'em.
Yeah. I made a big comeback this week, by the way.
Week number 2 in the books, and it looks like Mountain Man Dan is the clear winner this week.
He's the winner by 1 game. Let's not go clear here.
Well, as opposed to it going to a tie, I mean,
I was in a strong second, so just he may have won, but he didn't dominate.
let me see. Let me click on Mountain Man's little thing here and go to week 2. And let's just do a quick rundown. Look at all that green. My goodness.
Right.
Let's go through the games real quick. Thursday night's game, Cincinnati Bengals lose to the Houston Texans. I want Cincinnati to do better. I don't think they're going to.
Have you seen any of the news about Cincinnati in the last day or two?
No.
I saw a headline and read a few paragraphs. Apparently, lots of the players, or several of the players of the Bengals, are saying, hey, you need to send Kaepernick and kick Reed to the curb.
Really?
Or not Reed, but redhead boy.
Redhead. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Since
Coming out and actually talking shit about their fair-haired boy, saying, sign us Kaepernick, get rid of this guy, would you?
Wow.
Yeah, that sort of surprised me.
The thing of it is I don't know if Kaepernick's ready to be a quarterback anymore. Why not just make him like a tight end or running back or something like that?
You know what? And here's where I am. And we're not fans of getting political, but I'm going to step out on the diving board on this one.
Sure.
The NFL has traditionally been the most integrated league on the face of the earth. Maybe except for the NBA. 95% of the players in the NFL are black. Which is way
5%?
It's got to be, dude. If you watch the lineups every day, on Sunday when they do the lineups, both teams, the vast majority of the players are black. Way out of proportion to what the population is. And the NFL has been very good about being integrated. And these guys make a ton of bank. I think personally that originally Kaepernick didn't get a job because most of the fans of the NFL are fairly rabid, patriotic people and took it to heart when he took a knee. I think since then, the reason he doesn't have a job is he's got very perishable skills. Quarterbacks got to be in there doing their thing. I think the game's probably moved by him.
He's a younger guy. Do you know how old is he? Do you know?
I don't, but I'll find out real quick while you make your thought.
So I think with him being a young guy as he is, and yes, being impressionable as he is, it's not the worst idea in the world to sign him up at this point. But you need
29, he's 29 right now.
You need a heart. 29?
Yeah,
that's a little older than I thought. I guess.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, dude.
I think under the right tutelage, that if you harness that boy's abilities.
Oh, dude, you did not just say that.
Tutelage?
No, boy.
I'm saying boy because I could be his dad. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Harness those abilities. I think he could be a fantastic running back, or like I said, the tight end, maybe a wide receiver. I don't know how good he catches, but I know that whenever he got stuck in the pocket, he was running like a madman and making a lot of yards.
He's got some skills. I'm not going to deny that in a minute.
Well, that'll be interesting to see. I hope something comes of that. He should be playing, despite what people think about his political stance. He should be playing.
You know what? And I have been having a crisis of conscience lately about the NFL in general. And and I don't have a fully formed thought yet on how I feel about this particular protest. Maybe in a week or two I'll have it better baked and I can actually speak to it out loud. But I'm not sold either way right now.
Gotcha. The second game, Carolina Panthers over the Buffalo Bills. I don't think a touchdown was scored in this game, but the Panthers won over the Bills 9-3.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one.
Okay.
But I can't speak too much of it. Keep on with your bad self.
Carolina Panthers, they are one of the few teams that are 2-0. Next game up, Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Bears, 29-7. Mountain Man Dan picked the Bears on that one. That's kind of surprising.
They're his hometown heroes. That was a sentimental pick, I guarantee it.
For him?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They're Bears fans, so.
Next up, another 2-0 team, Baltimore Ravens, doing in the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns, man, they're at least going down with a fight.
Yeah.
There haven't been big blow-ups of this year, but Baltimore Ravens 2-0. He got that one right.
Yep.
Tennessee Titans over the Jacksonville Jaguars, 37-16. We've got the Cardinals over the Colts, which is another one that kind of surprised me, but
kind of, yeah. I think I picked the Cardinals, but
it was closer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
The Kansas City game for those first two quarters. My heart just can't take it. I shouldn't watch. I really shouldn't, because I'm very loyal and I'm very passionate about the game. I don't know every single player on it. I know we got two rookies that are killing it. Kelsey is still an animal. And this is how bad of a fan I am. I didn't realize Jamal Charles was someone else now. He's with your guys, right?
No. He's not with the Hawks. I don't know where Charles went, but he's not with the Hawks, I don't think.
I was like, wait, what? Jamal Charles isn't with the Chiefs anymore? That's how bad I'm out. But Chiefs 2-0. They're going to look.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to do the Charlie Brown Lucy thing.
Well, and here's the thing. After last week, the week before last, when New England lost, I thought, well, they're the only people can go undefeated now are the Chiefs. You're supposed to laugh at that.
Gotcha.
Right.
Pittsburgh Steelers over the Vikings. Yeah, I don't know. Vikings got rid of Adrian Peterson. Peterson's not happy with where he's at.
No, he's not. Not at all.
Vikings are probably in a, quote, rebuild year.
I don't know, dude. They're not as bad as they've been. That's for sure.
Patriots finally pulling up their big girl panties, 36-20 over the Saints. The Jets and Raiders. Oh, my goodness, the Raiders.
What the hell's happened to them?
They're looking good. They were looking good at the end of last year. I think.
Yeah. And, well, Lionel Lynch didn't hurt them, that's for sure.
When they're ready to kiss Oakland goodbye, man, Vegas is going to have a good team.
Yeah, the Raiders are probably the best they've been in 20 years is my guess.
Dolphins over the Chargers, 19-17. Broncos over the Cowboys.
KC played the Chargers.
No, Dolphins played the Chargers.
Okay, I'm looking at week 1. My bad, yo.
Yeah. KC didn't play the Chargers in week 1 either. What are you looking at?
I was looking at week 3. I'm good. I'm with this now.
Redskins over the Rams. Niners. Woof. Your Seahawks. I texted you a little bit into that game, and I'm like, "What's going on,
dude?" They have got probably, and I will go out on a limb and say the best defense in all of the NFL, and I would say they have the shittiest offensive line in all of college football. I poop you not.
I'm in one of those dropout leagues. You pick one team for the win.
Right.
You either get it right and you're still in it, or you're out and you're out. And I had the Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks for this round because I thought over the Niners that was going to be an easy one, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah, they are just sucking it up.
Falcons over the Packers, 34-23. And then
That would surprise me a little bit.
The Super Bowl Falcons?
Over the Packers? I thought the Pack could take them.
The Super Bowl Falcons.
Yeah,
They were in the Super Bowl last year.
All right, well, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm not a fan of the Falcons, so I was probably jaded a little bit.
Gotcha. Let's see now. How can I? Let me do this. Click there. Let me click.
Do that. Do the other thing. Cipher. Carry the 2.
So let's do this. Since I'm still kind of feeling in a little sports mood, let's go ahead and talk about the week 3 lineups and see what we're thinking.
Sure. We can pull the kimono back a little bit. Let me go to week 3 here. Rams, 49ers. Wow, I don't know if the 49ers are going to win a game this year.
In fact, I tell you what, this is how confident I feel. And if any of you want to copy me, you're more than welcome. I'm just going to make my picks live on the spot. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
So, I'd think the Rams are going to win over the Niners.
Yep.
That's a pretty easy one. Baltimore Ravens, Jacksonville Jaguars. I think you got to go Baltimore. 2-0. Jacksonville's 1-1.
Yep. I'm with you.
Now, yes, the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions, both teams 2-0. I might go ahead.
I think your point is well made about the Falcons' recent history.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, the Lions, their O-line wasn't looking great last week. But wow, Stafford is on his game, dude.
I think the Atlanta Falcons is the good pick, but I'm going to go.
Where are they playing? I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm picking Detroit.
Are you really? I was just going to say that. I might have to pick this as an upset.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Detroit.
See, if you're going to pick Detroit, I'm going to pick the Falcons then.
But if we were in Germany.
Right. Next, Denver Broncos 2-0 over the Buffalo Bills. That's an easy one.
Question there.
Pittsburgh Steelers 2-0 over the 0-2 Chicago Bears. That's another easy one.
Man, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to stick with your hometown crowd.
All right.
Browns Colts. That one is a little more interesting.
Now you're talking 2 0-2 teams that are just sucking wind.
Somebody's got to win it.
Yeah.
Unless they tie 18 quarters at 0-0.
And I think Cleveland wants it more than Indianapolis does. I'm gonna take the Browns over that on that one.
I'm gonna ride your coattails.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Next one, there's no question. Miami's gonna beat the Jets.
Miami.
Miami.
Tampa Bay Buck. Go ahead.
Yeah, it gets interesting. Bucks and the Vikes.
I don't think the Vikings got it. I think Tampa Bay's got this one.
I think I'm going to get squirrely on you. I'm going to take the Vikings.
Nice.
The next one, I don't even think we need to talk about.
Right. New England Patriots, Houston Texans. Right.
Saints, Panthers. And wow, is Carolina picked way over the Saints.
Cam Newton. That's the way to go. I'm going Carolina Panthers.
I don't think Lil Breezy got it in him.
Really?
Lil Breezy.
Two upsets. You're gonna really be back.
Yeah. Eagles. What's your thought?
The what?
Giants and the Eagles.
Giants and the Eagles.
Huh?
I just got scolded again on podcasts we listened to.
Did you post this up again?
I did.
Oh, we're so bad we should be in detention.
And the thing of it is I've seen people post their shows being on. I've seen it before, but I don't call them out on it. But I might have to.
We're forgiving like that. We're live and let live kind of guys.
Right. All right. Where are we at? We're at Eagles and Giants.
Yeah.
The way the Eagles played, man, they played to the final play. I'm going Eagles over the Giants.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, the Giants looked bad. They did not look good last night at all.
Seattle and Titans. I'm going to go Seattle.
I'm going to go with my hometown pick, but I would not be surprised in the least if they didn't tip over on that one.
Next up, Packers and Bengals. I think that's an easy one. Let's go, Pack, go.
Go, Pack, go. Ha, ha. And probably the easiest pick of the week, Chiefs and Chargers. We'll just pencil in KC for the win there.
Right, there you go.
Uh-huh.
Same with this one. Raiders and the Redskins. That's Raiders all the way.
Yep, all the way. And then Cowboys, Chargers, Cardinals, rather. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy Dallas kick 'em.
All right, I'm taking Dallas.
What are we going to say? I'm going to say, okay, I'm not going to tell you what my tiebreaker points are.
All right, I'm fine with that.
But it'd be pretty hilarious if they go by tiebreaker points.
Gotcha.
So there we go. We have our picks in. We pulled back the kimono. If you guys want to ride our coattails or be rebels, do it.
Now let's take a look at
Captain Carlson's $5 Amazon gift certificate out to him after the show.
There you go. Let's take a look at what. Are you getting scolded? Please take a minute to look over the rules about sharing your podcast. Rule 1: posting about your own podcast. Do that. That's cool. But post to introduce us to it. After that, comment on your post when you have a new episode. This will bump the post, getting it views and keeping us informed. We want to know, well, where am I going to find my initial post? What the heck?
Well, there's a search engine.
If you're if you post your podcast, share a description, add if it's not safe for work and how often we can expect a new epised. The more information engagement you provide, the more likely it is that you will gain listeners. Facebook Live videos are permitted only under your initial post. Other posts will be deleted and you may be removed. Oh, well, this isn't Facebook Live, so. No, I won't. I better not answer it right now.
Probably shouldn't. Over up. Back to more business.
Back to business. Well, we're done with the sports biz, right?
We're done with the sports biz. If I had a sounder, I would have played it, but we're done.
Right.
So yesterday, I get up at 5:30, shit, shower, and shave on the road by 6:15. We drive to Des Moines, Iowa for a funeral. All of my cousins are there. And my cousin Dan and my cousin Mike fly up from Florida. Cousin Dan says to me, he says, "Hey, how come you don't mention me on the show?" I'm like, "I got your back, brother." I don't know that he thought this through as well as he might have. But cousin Dan and cousin Mike shared a room, saving a couple coins. I'm convinced they were spooning. I think Dan didn't get the rearward position in the spoon, so I'm not certain that he's happy that I'm going to mention him on the show.
Oh, my goodness.
But there you go. Now, getting back to the funeral, love my aunt to death. She was the last of my 6 mom, aunts, and uncles to go. I and all of my male cousins are honorary pallbearers, which there's not a lot of work involved, which is good because we're old. So we're setting up front during the funeral, which is a very nice funeral, by the way. And I look at my cousin Mike. And I said, "Is the bishop wearing Crocs?" Sure enough, the bishop is wearing Crocs.
No. What?
Yep. Not the whole Crocs, not like the gardening Crocs, but the Crocs with no holes in them. Yeah, the bishop was wearing Crocs. All right. Well, he's a bishop. He can get away with it, right? So we get done with the funeral, and the bishop and the 2 priests and the altar boys and altar girls march out, and us honorary pall bearers of Paul fall in next. And we get out the door, and and I have quite a lot of experience with funerals, sadly, but this was the best one I've ever been to, because as soon as we walk out the door of the church, there is a piper in a kilt waiting to lead the procession to the bar half a block away.
What?
Yes. So he's playing Scotland the Brave on his bagpipes. We all march, take a right, step into the bar, and order a round. It was the best send-off in my Irish Catholic life.
That's crazy.
It was fantastic. I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
I bet.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Huh. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, that's that.
Wow, your reaction was underwhelming at best.
I said it was cool. What do you want me to say? Why do you want to put me on the spot like that? What do you want? How can I make my reaction better for you?
Well, you could maybe quit reading about your shoe shopping site. I don't know.
Trying to get a story ready that I was trying to get done before you were done talking.
Oh, so that was probably ill of me. All right. Well, what's your story?
Taco Bell to get rid of drive-through, add booze.
What?
This is coming out of Houston. Taco Bell is reportedly going to open more than 300 new locations around the country, but with a much different layout. According to Food and Wine, the plans call for new locations to be cantina style. They won't have a drive-through, but they will serve alcohol.
That's a little bizarre.
Right?
Because Taco Bell is always a place you go after your toast.
Yeah.
On the way home, you make a run for the border.
Quoting, let's see, quoting, who am I quoting? Somebody. Oh, Food and Wine. The majority of the new urban inline locations will serve beer, wine, sangria, and twisted freezes, aka slushies with tequila, rum, or vodka.
Nice.
Come to think of it, a cheesy gordita crunch with a tequila twisted freeze sounds like the perfect pairing, reports Food and Wine.
Oh my God. Did they really sell out and say that out loud?
That's what they said out loud. The stores will open by 2022, mostly in urban areas. They'll feature local artwork and open kitchens.
See, I can maybe see it in an urban setting where you're not going to be quite as vehicularly mobile. I can maybe see that.
Right.
Wow.
Because there wasn't enough booze at other places to go, I guess.
Right. Well, that's why Taco Bell still has a job, is because bars.
Because they thought to themselves, boy, we're missing a niche here. Let's get in that alcohol business.
Right. The alcohol business has kept them alive. That and the genius who said, let's keep the drive-thru open until like 4 a.m. That was a stroke of genius. This one, yeah, I'm a little on the fence about, but
I think the one near me, Fridays and Saturday nights, they're open 24 hours, I think.
Are they?
That would be an interesting video to do if I'm ever.
I would be lying if I said I had never DD'd people through the Taco Bell drive-thru after picking them up after close. But it's always fun.
Right.
Always fun.
Oh, my goodness.
So Taco Bell's opening 300 booze outlets. Meanwhile, Toys R Us is filing their annual bankruptcy.
And how are they doing that so close to Christmas?
Dude, it seems like Tacos R Us, Toys R Us, it seems like they file bankruptcy 2-3 times a year.
Have they done it before?
Oh, umpty squat times before, and that's a technical term.
Right.
Yes. And here's the thing, they filed bankruptcy, but they're closing no stores. They're not slowing down operations. They're just going to make all the money over Christmas and then not pay anybody out.
And not pay their debtors.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, it's good work if you can get it.
It's got to be Amazon, right?
Oh, dude, yeah. And then Amazon with the whole Foods thing, that's going to shake things up a bunch.
Have you utilized that?
Really? In Sioux City, Iowa, we haven't utilized a whole lot of Amazon Whole Foods yet.
Haven't you?
No, we'd have to drive an hour and a half to get the whole paycheck. So no, we haven't done that one yet.
No, we've done that. We've done that a few times in no pinch where we're like, we're checked out, don't want to go anywhere, want to get a few supplies.
Yep.
It's
Well,
kind of
same day delivery where you're at.
yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what, oh, dude. I would be a complete and total hermit if that was included in my Prime.
Right.
I would probably use Amazon Prime to go to work at that point. Don't know that I'd ever see daylight.
I know they had talked and toyed with the idea at one point about using drones.
Right, yeah.
I think that's a bad idea, though, isn't it?
Oh, so much bad can come from that, but so much fodder for our show. I want them to oh,
I mean,
because as soon as you order a half case of beer in bottles, you know that drone's going to drop it from 15 feet.
I mean, I can see maybe in some kind of rare cases doing it would be fine, but
well, here's the thing: even if I could tell them drop it in the backyard, they're going to drop it on a pile of dog shit.
Well, not only that, but people are going to be shooting them out of the sky.
Well, yeah, that too. And that'd be great fun. I'm just going to say, not that I have any guns, but if I did, that would be a lot of fun.
Allegedly.
Supposedly, what had occurred was.
Oh, man.
More news to get to, brother. We are not done yet. So, from Serbia, we get the news. And the headline in the Sun is, did he have a whopper?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Porn couple facing jail for filming X-rated skin flicks inside library and a Burger King.
Showing or filming?
Filming.
Why would they do that?
Well, because meth is a hell of a drug.
Well, now, wait a minute.
If you look at the pictures, the first thing you're going to think is meth is a hell of a drug.
Well, just because they do an adult film doesn't make them porn stars. Let's get that.
Right. Well, this is the Sun. This is not the height of journalistic integrity. But I'm with you.
Okay. Because there's a standard when you call someone a porn star.
Yeah, they got to have fake boobies.
Oh, and that is not.
No, you just got there, didn't you? Now, before you read too carefully, look away. I'm going to quiz you.
Wait a minute. I can't look at it?
States you think this occurred?
Say again?
What state in the United States of America these acts occurred?
That's an excellent question. I just saw the girl's face, so I haven't read anything. I'm switching away from it. Now, when you said news from Serbia, you just meant because Vinny sent it to us.
Right. Vinny gave us this headline as he was going to bed in Serbia.
Okay.
And told me how to say cheers, and I butchered it.
And I saw the girl.
And you use that term loosely, I know.
I saw the female actress.
Yes.
I'm going to go with probably North Carolina.
Well, I have two things to say about this. The first thing is you have the general area of the war between the North and the South correct.
Okay.
Absolutely. This did not happen in New Hampshire. It definitely happened in the South, not North Carolina.
Okay. Are we talking more like in Alabama then?
Very close to, yes. But more, well, yeah, very close. But not Alabama.
I suck with geography in that part of the Kentucky.
Nope. Now you're going too far north. Let's just say.
Why don't you just give it to us?
Louisiana.
Okay, yep. That's kind of in that general wheelhouse.
Yep. You've got Mardi Gras and these two in the Burger King. That's what you got going on.
So they did it in a Burger King and a library.
Much like in the rap tune, but I don't think they did it in a Burger King bathroom as they were doing the Humpty dance.
That was a big pull. That was a big reach.
Right? But I got there. You saw it. I saw it.
What do you think their end game was in this?
Well, reading the article, because I can read words with more than 2 syllables, they apparently uploaded the video to a porn site. That's as specific as they get. My guess is it's some weird amateur site where they were just hoping for some likes.
Ornpay, Ubpay?
Could eBay? Don't know. Might be.
Do you not know Pig Latin?
I do. That's what eBay said. Might be. See, that's never. But yeah, I think that might have been the one.
Okay.
Now, see, off on the right side of this article is Kim Kardashian's butt, and I just got distracted. All right. Also in the news, our retirement gig is up for sale.
Our retirement gig is up for
You and me. Yep. Rolling Stone, the magazine, is for sale.
Oh, I don't want to own Rolling Stone.
Well, if we find enough investors that are stupid enough to invest in us, could be a lot of cigars and scotch on a top floor office where we run a magazine into the ground.
We're too old for that.
Well, see, that's funny you should mention that, because the guy that owns Rolling Stone is 77, I think, and he thinks somebody younger should run it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just because he owns it doesn't mean he's part of the artistic.
Right, yeah. He's the founder.
Oh,
and his son is probably our age and thinks they should sell it too.
well, yeah. I mean, first of all, why? I mean, is there even any print versions out?
They hit millions of people, actually, and that surprised me, because if Playboy can't make a go of it, how is Rolling Stone? But apparently they're still doing okay in print. My reaction as well, my friend.
You bring up an interesting thing that we may have to test out. You said that Playboy, you said they are still printing or no?
Well, no, remember they quit.
Right. Right.
But they went back to.
Right.
Right. So I don't know how they're doing since.
I may have to purchase one for the sake of the show, and we should do a little review.
I think that's a fabulous idea. Much as I think accelerating around hairpin curves is a fabulous idea.
Right.
That sounds like us.
If there's still a print version of Rolling Stone, I'm guessing it's probably in lobbies of recording studios in Hollywood. Otherwise, I don't know where else this thing's going to be.
But you know what? The Rolling Stone always had that big format and the great covers, so I hope there is still a big print issue. But
they don't do that anymore, though.
I have not bought a magazine made out of a dead tree in probably 8 years.
In my display case right behind me, when Kiss was on the cover finally, I got one, but it was just regular size. It wasn't.
It's not the large format anymore? Oh, so sad.
Right.
Yeah, that was an iconic thing. And all right, goodbye, dead trees. I get it. But I do. I understand, but
if they got naked women on them, then so
that is an entirely different story, my friend.
And they're still making Maxims and stuff like that, aren't they?
Again, I have not bought an actual magazine. I take it back. In an airplane, I will read a real magazine. So occasionally on a flight, I'll buy one.
Really?
Occasionally, yeah. Because, you know, what's better than spending $12 at the newsstand before you get on a plane than buying a 32-page magazine?
Isn't that what your phone is for?
One would think, yeah.
Right.
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 Right now.
You know what I'm excited about?
What's that?
I'm excited about our live show.
Right.
It's not going to be real live because we're smarter than that.
Right.
But I am very shortly going to the store to buy all the ingredients for our live debauchery episode.
Are we inviting people to this, or what are we doing?
I think we ought.
Oof. It's going to spell trouble. I just
with a capital TROU bull.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, if we invite people, you know damn good and well at some point, I'm going to look you in the eyes and say, dude, I'm out your party.
No.
Yeah. You know it's going to happen. One of us is going to say that to the other one at some point.
Yeesh.
So next month, Spike and Drew will get trashed live or not on the air.
Right.
Long Island.
Not live.
Probably not. That would probably be incriminating beyond.
Maybe we do Facebook Live or something.
There you go, because then the podcast people can suck it.
Because we could just
Post the link.
we could set up one of our iPhones, plug it in, and just put it on a tripod and go with that. Maybe
That sounds dangerous.
Right.
Because if you don't have a light and a camera pointer in your face, you might do something silly.
What is the over under for doing it in the hot tub?
Well, it'll be October, so I'll still have time to change the water. So yeah, we're good.
You should change the water on occasion, shouldn't you?
I do change the water on occasion, but that kind of punishment would mean immediate water changing. Throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So more business to tend to. Are you up for more business?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. More business. Well, let's try that again. We'll run right up to it.
It's time to play. Live. It's time to play. Let's stop Spike.
I didn't know we were going to go right into that.
Well, we cannot, but
No, we're good. We're good.
this one that I had set up before we switched our format. I took a look at it today and I was like, wow, we really should have done this one. So here we're going to do it.
So just to let some people in on this, we're still finding out who we are.
Oh, yes. Only the good die young, and we're still around. So
The whole point of what we do is we like to do the live thing, hence 805 Live with Spike and Drew. Having us do the podcast, getting that out to you has been a little bit more challenging, but we're gonna try to be better about that.
because let's be honest, there's work involved.
Right.
So
Stick around. Head on over to www.805 Live Show. You'll find past episodes and hopefully upcoming episodes once we get them posted.
right. And strangely enough, we actually had people just this week telling us how hilarious we are listening to the podcast.
Absolutely. One of the podcast Facebook groups that I'm part of, every once in a while somebody's going to say, hey, I'm bored. Let me check out everybody's podcast. And so I threw it up there and this guy said that we were hilarious.
I think that guy does a lot of mind-altering substances, and he's exactly the kind of person we're looking for.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh,
You
that's
are-
right. You know what? Oh, shoot. I was going to give him a shout out.
Well, there you go.
Seconds here. Hang on. Okay. The guy's name is Chris Hannanen. Don't make fun of it. It's Hanninen. Hannanen. His show is Van Worst. The site is Barren Land Studios at Libsyn.com. What else did he say here? You came right at the right time. We are actually looking for our next show plug. Our new episode comes out 1 week from today, and this was, when was this? This was Saturday. I think it'll go great with a shout out from your show. Our werewolf squares off in a double match versus the vampire and Grim Reaper WWE style. It's a Van Helsing mixed with Workaholics parody audio drama.
That's right up our alley.
It's crazy stuff right up our alley. So check that out. I'll post the link on the 805 Live Facebook page because I'm going to want to tag him so he knows that we gave him a little shout out. They're going to give us a shout out all as well. So that is, where did I find it? Van Worst. The site is Barren Land Studios at Libsyn.com. Check it out on the 805 Facebook page. I'll post it up there here in a little bit.
Not a kid. You up for a challenge, buddy?
Yes, let's get to that.
Let's get to that. I already played the sounder, so that fun is away. But this is, and I don't think we did this before. I took the quiz today, and I liked it a lot. Names in the lyrics.
Names in the lyric?
Names in lyrics of songs.
Names.
Can you tell which names are mentioned in the lyrics of these songs?
Like, you're talking pronouns?
Like names, like Spike or Drew.
Right. Okay.
I will give you the song.
Okay.
And 4 choices of names that may or may not be in that song, and you're going to tell me which name is in that song.
Okay.
Question number 1, Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. Did that song include Franny, Brandy, Annie, or Jeannie?
That's Annie, Are You Okay?
That, in fact, is Annie, Are You Okay?
Ding, 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 ding.
Put it up, bump. All right, number 2. Near and dear to your heart, Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone. That was a little humor there. Caesar, Alexander, Horatio, or Napoleon?
Oh, my goodness.
I know this is a stumper, huh?
Is it Horatio?
Oddly, no, it's Napoleon.
Oh.
Once upon a time, you used to actually play effects for this segment.
I did. And they didn't sound good.
Well, so we'll skip that portion of the show. Question number 3. In the song Let It Be by the Beatles, do they mention Katie, Jane, Mary, or Wendy?
It's got to be Mary, doesn't it?
That would be Mother Mary.
Mother Mary.
Correct. All right.
Wait a minute. How did I play the effects before? Do you remember?
Well, the Googles had the effects on the
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
And then when I tried Boss Jock, it sounded terrible. It sounded crappy.
Sounded horrid. Does the Google still have it there? Oh,
No.
We'll talk about this from. All right. Well,
Wait a minute. Let me try. Oh, geez. What was that?
I don't know, but it sounded like a skunk hit your dog or something.
Too soon.
Never too soon. What's going to happen is you're going to be here. The missus is going to be here next week, next month.
Oh, did I just lose you? I just lost you.
You should plug me back in.
I just lost you, didn't I?
Did you plug me back in?
I'm back in. Yeah, I got you.
So, what's going to happen is next month, we'll be out in my backyard whooping it up, and a friggin' skunk will nail all of us.
I'll kill you where you stand if that happens.
Please do, because I don't want to go through that torture.
Hang on.
I'm hanging.
I want to try something.
Okay.
Because I thought I put it in a different
thing.
Input, stereo, auxiliary, return, line in. Let's try that one.
Let's try that.
While we're talking, have you tried, you don't have iPhone, do you?
No, I have the Android phone. You got 11, didn't you?
iOS 11 just came out, and I'm digging it so far.
What's it do different that it didn't do before?
One of the main ones is instead of having the stark white background and black lettering, you can invert it.
Okay.
And it doesn't mess up some of the other ones. Apparently, it used to mess up. I don't remember that, but okay, let me open Boss Jock here real quick. Let's do a little laughing crowd and see what happens. I'm going to be careful with the volume level so it doesn't kill us.
Oh, a little more volume. Not bad.
Did it sound all right?
Sounded pretty good.
What about a ticking timer?
Not bad at all, actually. Yep, I think
Sounds better than it did, right?
Yeah, way better.
And then
That sounds oddly like an early 90s techno tune.
It's supposed to be porn.
It's not Waka Waka Guitar. Down, down. Not that I've ever watched any porn, but I understand it is the porn.
See, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I like that. You ready? Ready to produce this segment?
Very funny.
There you go. Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, let's keep going.
Number 4.
Okay.
Which of these lyrics is mentioned in Fire by the Pointer Sisters? Which of these names? Would it be Juliet, Susan, Michelle, or Rebecca?
That would be Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, it is.
Oops. I don't have an applause.
You have no applause?
No, I just got the Boss Jock thing, so I'm gonna have to. I might work on that some more. I'm feeling rejuvenated as far as how that sounds.
Yeah, it sounds way better than it used to. I blame iOS 11. Question number 5. In this song, which is one of Drew's absolute favorite songs of all time, Piano Man by Mr. William Joel, who is mentioned? Would that be Jimmy, Frankie, Sam, or Davey?
I think you're talking about Sam. What am I doing here?
You want to run at that one again?
Really?
Yeah. Sam's not still in the Navy.
Jimmy?
All right, you're dead now. You're dead to me. It's Davey.
Oh,
Davey.
Davey's still in the Navy.
Yeah. And probably will be
for life.
For life, yeah.
For life.
Thug life.
Thug life.
All right, number 6.
Okay.
Which of these names is mentioned in Walk of Life by the Dire Straits? Is it Johnny? Is it Jimmy? Is it Tommy? Or is it Frankie? Walk of Life by the Dire Straits.
I'm trying to run through my head. I think it's Johnny.
I think it is Johnny because here he comes.
Nice.
I'm going to tell you a story. All right, number 7. Our good friend Steve Litterer, who was good friends with John Bon Jovi.
Know them well.
Know them well. John Bon Jovi recorded a tune called It's My Life. Did they mention Frankie? Did they mention Johnny, Jimmy, or Eddie?
So this is one of John's favorite things. He talked about Frankie and somebody. I think it's Frankie.
I don't think Frankie used to work on the docks, but we'll try it. Let's click it. And yes, Frankie used to work on the docks. You got it.
Hey, so we just got a shout out on the thread that we got
nailed on.
Christopher Hennanen just chimed in. This is pretty good. You guys should hop in and check these dudes out.
Christopher, I love you, brother, but they're going to yell at you for liking us.
You rock, Christopher. Thanks a lot for the shout out, man. I'm going to give you a better shout out, maybe in a video or something much better than this live thing we're doing right now. But thanks for listening, man. We really appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you, Christopher. Do you know in Viva La Vida by Coldplay?
I don't know that one at all.
St. Matthew, St. Patrick, St. Andrew, or St. Peter?
St. Peter.
Always a safe bet. Yes, indeed, it was St. Peter. He's
Dips it in with the guess.
Coming in with the guess. All right, question number 9. Back to our era. In The Joker by Steve Miller Band. Did they mention Marcus, Maurice, Matthew, or Martin? It sounds like the 4 apostles of rock and roll.
That is Maurice.
That's what they call him sometimes. That would be. Oh, God, I hate this song. I hate it with a passion. Question number 10. Songs by R.E.M.,
Oh,
Man on the Moon. Did they mention Gordon, Steve, Paul, or Andy?
Andy.
Yeah, that stupid ass Andy Kaufman. You are correct.
Yep.
Yep. You, my friend, have knocked out a solid 8 of 10.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. I like this one. This is a fun quiz. I like that one.
I've been working on one in the background here the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a quick second to work on it, it's going to be a good one.
Are you going to embarrass me horribly?
Excuse me?
Are you going to embarrass me horribly?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it might be a little challenging, but the topic, the subject is pretty cool.
Excellent. I wonder if we could incorporate that in the live show or the not live show. I think we'll call it the not live show.
The live, not live show.
The live, not live show. Yeah, I think so.
We might be able to do that.
There you go. That's pretty much all the news and excitement I've got. You got anything?
No, I'm good. So you ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Tip your bartenders, tip your waitresses, return the stewardesses to their upright position, party at 408 Burley, and for heaven's sakes, buy something from Toys R Us. As always, make good choices, do good deeds. I am Spike.
I'm always Drew. We'll see you in a week. Take care, y'all.
805 Live with Spike and Drew is trademark copyright pending and not sober since 1979. For optimum performance and safety, please read these instructions carefully, which is funny because how can you read a podcast? Some names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty. Some portions of this have been edited for time and or content. Some of the trademarks mentioned in this episode appear for identification purposes only. Subject to change without notice. One size does not always fit all. Not recommended for children under 12. Slippery When Wet, which is also an outstanding album by our good friend John Bon Jovi. Substantial penalty for withdrawal. Hooters, we really want you to be a sponsor. Do not play your headset at high volume. Do not puncture or incinerate. Do not change without notice. Do not stand. Do not just carry it. Disclaimer: you absolve Spike, Andrew, their families, their friends, their associates, people they may have had with, contact with of any and all wrongdoings past, present, future, for all perpetuity. This supersedes all previous disclaimers.